Yeah, and Sydney school didn't have a sex education either, which like to me blows my mind. Is it quite common in America?
Well, more so now, I think. They're trying to get rid of, I mean, even in the UK, they're trying to get rid of some of it.
Wait, seriously?
What?
Yeah, well,
really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Why?
Well, governments are getting more conservative in America and in Europe.
Okay.
So they're like, you can't teach our kids about condoms.
we need babies now.
Well, yeah, it's. I mean, yeah, I generally more governments getting more. I know in America,
dude. Some of my fondest memories is like that first sex education class that you went into.
Wait, fondest memory? Wait.
Well, I told you guys about mine when I fainted.
Yeah, you fainted.
No, I don't have fond memory. In fact, I have no memories. I blacked out.
My memory of, I think it was, when was it? It was like year 5, year 6. So we were like, what, 10, 11 years old, right? Like end of primary school. And I remember like we came to school and there was this teacher that no one had seen before. And we were like, okay, what the fuck's happening? Is like some kind of event happening? And the teacher was like, okay, class, we're going to be doing a very important class today. And we really want you guys to listen because this will be one of the few times we'll ever teach you about this. And it's really important, especially when you become an adult. And we were like, all right, let's go for it. The way the woman started it off was probably the worst way she could have done it.
Who's got a cock?
Whip your dick out. No, she was like, okay, class, get your index finger.
Oh, no.
Get your index finger, put it inside your mouth. Okay? Now feel the inside of your cheek. And we were like, okay, what the fuck? So we started doing that. And she's like, do you feel that? And we were like, yeah. And she's like, that's what the inside of a vagina feels like. And all the girls are like, oh! All the guys are like, yeah!
No, they would not. No, they would not.
I mean, I was like that.
For me, that was the biggest disparity of like, oh, I like video games too much. Because when they were talking about the class and they were talking about all this stuff, I was like, looking around like, motherfuckers doing this? I barely held a hand. What the fuck's going on?
It's like, y'all just don't spawn in.
I just remember them talking about like condoms and stuff. And they were like,
what made you faint again?
So that was the moment made me faint. And then, you know what? I remember the other day because I was talking to Chris and someone else about it. They were like, yeah, why'd you get bullied in school? I was like, I don't know. And then I look back, I'm like, oh, because I fainted in sex ed. And everyone thought I was scared of penises. So what happened was we were sitting on a table and they were talking. And so I have this aversion to like slime and grossness. Don't know why. Always have. They were talking about, it's so vile. Please, you could skip ahead if you don't want to hear this. They were talking about,
we've talked about it.
They were talking about discharge.
Okay.
And I'd never heard of that.
Yeah.
And they was describing it and showing it on this like 80s educational video. They were like talking about sometimes a woman will get white goo that comes out of her vagina. And for some reason in my like kid head, I was like, that's the most terrifying thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. And then they had a video clip of like a girl looking at her pants, discharge. Mom, I'm discharging. No, they showed a video clip of a woman showing like white, like goo on her pants. And I was like, oh. And I just fainted.
Damn.
And then slammed. And it was, I mean, it wouldn't have been that bad if I was in like a seat or something, because I would have just fainted in my seat or slipped forward. But I fainted on the table, slammed my head on the concrete floor. Everyone screamed and ran.
Yeah.
And then it became a big thing. And then I couldn't see for about a day.
I
my head so hard.
I just remember the video that it has scarred me for life. This educational video that they got us to watch.
Always the
These 80s and 90s educational videos are fucked.
Oh my god! Whoever was editing this educational video, they knew exactly what they were doing. So it was like this very boring presenter talking about childbirth, right?
I think I watched the same one.
Did you watch the same one?
Wait, describe it, because I have an exact same memory of a childbirth video.
Okay, because you know, he describes it in detail without showing anything.
Yeah.
But then he gets the rubber band. Did you go?
Yes! Oh my I know this video!
Oh my god!
We watched the same video, yeah!
I think I've seen this one too.
Yeah.
Did we all watch the same one?
Probably. It's probably was the
It's
one.
probably like the one, yeah.
Okay, because I remember him talking about childbirth, and he was like, then when the baby goes out, the vagina does this. and then I remember the entire class going, oh, It smash cuts to a baby.
yeah.
And that scarred me for life.
It was almost like it was a frame perfect cut of the guy's hand doing this, and then it smash cuts to a baby's head coming out of the woman. And it's just like, whoa!
I have no memory of this.
Oh my god, it must be the same video because I have that image of the baby's head sticking out, just ingrained into my memory. And I'm like,
I have no idea. What
it was
this is.
terrifying. It was scarier than any horror movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Oh, were you checking to see if that's what made me faint?
Yeah. Because
That would be funny.
That is like scarred in my memory.
Yeah.
I will always just remember that image of like the hand doing this, and then there's just like the crowning of the baby. I'm just like, oh my god, I never want to have children ever. This looks horrible.
Jesus
Christ.
Yeah. How the fuck do we even get on this
I
topic, man?
don't know. We were talking about school, peaking in high school.
Schooling.
We're talking about peaking in high school.
Did you ever win any of your sports day events?
Again, only the long jump and high jump events.
Did you go to like compete in like nationals like they do in the anime?
Nah, I never got. I did compete. When I was doing tennis, I competed at a state level one year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got fucking destroyed.
Yeah, me too. When I competed at state level,
I was like the
this
best
shit.
in my class, and I was like, I am the shit. I am the next Roger Federer. Go to the state championship, get smashed match one, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home. Yeah. And that was, I think that was probably the last time I actually did like a proper like sport, like continuous sport. Because then after that, I went to, because I was like, what, 8th grade, 9th grade? So I was like 14, 15. And then after that, I was just like, yeah, I don't really want to do tennis anymore. I just want to like focus on doing music. And then, yeah, I think that was the last time I did sport.
Oh, wow.
Oh fuck yeah.
Because I think, because I feel that's the same with like a lot of people, right? Like if you're not doing sport in high school, like if you're not in like your sports like rugby team or like your soccer team or whatever it might be, it's really difficult to motivate yourself to continue to do that sport, I feel.
Well, it's because you don't have time.
Yeah.
You go to uni and you're like, well, I'm just drinking.
Yeah.
Also, you're
Not
probably
going
not
to
like,
classes.
if you have a lot of experience growing up with sport, you're probably less intimidated by the idea of starting a new sport or
That's
getting
true.
into it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think it's because you know what to expect. You know, you're going to be shit. You know, you're going to feel good or whatever. Like, you know the full range of what to expect.
Is there a sport you guys would want to start at your age now, currently?
I don't know.
Like if you had to pick one sport to start today, it could be one you've done before, it could be a completely new one,
I don't know.
not including gym.
Gym is
Well, there
not
was
a
always
sport.
loads of sports that I wanted to do that were just too like circumstantial or expensive.
Yeah.
I want to do water sports. Always seems like a lot of fun.
So what, like,
I would have loved to have done the skiing with the gun.
What?
You know, in the Olympics when they do cross country
Oh,
skiing
yeah.
and they shoot.
Yeah.
See, that would have been fucking sick. But I'm from a place where you can't fucking do that.
yeah, how do you begin that?
You just live in Norway.
Yeah. there are some things or some sports where I'm just like, how do people get into this?
Just
like
you have to be around the right people growing up, pretty
Yeah.
much. That's how a lot of like, a lot of certain sports, you have to kind of be born into it slightly, really.
Yeah, like I feel that way about when I see like F1 drivers. Like, how do you start that?
that's so true.
Like-
Right? It's
Like, at what point in your life are you like, mother, father, I would love to drive a car
It's like
400 kilometers an
I'm
hour?
sure,
Very
like, you
fast.
can definitely get into it if you have no background or anything like that. I imagine, but like obviously it's way easier if
have
your
money.
dad happened to race cars in his spare time,
Yeah,
or
right.
maybe he owns he works at a sports track.
Or
I'm
unless
sure
you're like
they're
that kid in Gran Turismo, right?
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
win a competition.
Yeah, well, I mean that's like a
Yeah.
once in a lifetime, right?
Yeah.
But like a lot of these are like you have to have some kind of connection that allows you to get into it easier, like motocross. Like,
Yeah.
But like, how do you get into that? Like when I went to the UK, I this years ago, I had a friend in uni who did it, and I asked him how he got into it. He was like, "I just live on a farm, and I had a bike, and all my mates had bikes." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, you just
Fair
have to spawn in the right biome.
Yeah.
That's
I was like, 'cause I don't know anyone who did that. No one near me had it. Like, I don't know where the fuck you were doing this.
Me neither,
Because I'm
yeah.
sure fucking 15-year-old me would have gone crazy on that motorcycle. I would have risked it all for a flick.
Yeah, I would not have.
Probably have severe brain damage, but would have looked cool.
Yeah, I see. The moment where I realize I am definitely not like an adrenaline junkie in any way when it comes to sport is when
theme parks.
Huh?
You hate theme parks.
Well, I hate theme parks for one, but also when I used to skateboard, I was never that kid that was like, I'm gonna learn that next new trick. For me, it was like I just want to learn how to ride, learn how to turn, learn how to stop. That's all I want to do. The best I could do was like, I landed a kickflip once.
I couldn't even do that. But like, you know, seeing like going from that to like, I've, you know, seeing the video. Have you seen the videos of like the longboards where they're literally going like 50 yards
and they're like doing like prancing on it and shit?
Yeah. Like, I see that and it blows my mind, right? Because not only because like how impressive it is, because of how dangerous it is. How many times do you need to fuck up in your life to be able to get that good?
Yeah.
And you know, how much hurt have you gone through to be able to get that good and still have no fear to be able to do that?
Oh no, I think like people who can do that have probably
Something wrong with their brain.
Yeah.
it's that, and also
You have to. You have to. Have something.
It's that, and also a little
Self-preservation
bit
has
of
to be
like
turned on.
like self-discipline as well. Like
Yeah.
just the fact that someone can go on a skateboard at really fast pace, fucking land face first on the concrete, right?
Yeah.
And then pick themselves up and go, let me try that again, is just insane to me. Like I can't, if I felt like that even once, I'd be like, I'm never touching this thing ever again.
Well, I think that's what makes people so fucking cool in a sense that we could just like turn off that part of our brain that's like, this is dumb.
Yeah, you
This
could
is
die.
dangerous.
You die now.
Like every animal, like an animal would run away if it's in danger. Humans
Yeah.
are like, I will now die.
Like, humans are like, well, I'm not dead yet.
It's so weird. It's
Yeah.
weird
I can keep going, baby.
Yeah.
I can keep going.
the survival urge we can turn off at will. It's just weird.
It's wild, man.
You have no interest in dying.
But I mean, I'd say out of the three of us, you are the biggest. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
I mean, like I like adrenaline stuff, but I don't like for me, there's a very clear distinction between like skateboarding and like bungee jumping or jumping out of a plane.
Yeah.
Because
You like the momentary.
it's
adrenaline,
momentary,
right?
but also like I know I'm gonna hurt myself a bunch on the skateboard until I get it right.
Right.
I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall a bunch.
Yeah.
The bungee jump, if that cord snaps, I'm dead.
Yeah.
That's one and done.
So you're the kind of
And
person
I'm
where
not going to
it's-
be like beat up while doing it. If it all
Yeah.
goes right, I won't be hurt.
Well, you'll be dead.
Yeah, we did. But like skateboarding is just like you're just perpetually being beaten the fuck up.
So you like the type
I
of
don't
adrenaline.
really enjoy that.
Yeah, you're the type of adrenaline junkie where it's
So
if you
fuck
die,
up, you
it's
just
a
wanna-
quick
Yeah. You just want to die immediately.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to be hurt.